all are here for the illegal release of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Reporting live for ultimate viewers. You can see this is Fanbo, the younger brother to Nnamdi Kanu, and Showore, the founder of Sahara Reporter, with one of the cast to Nnamdi Kanu, Barrister Mandela. So we are here live and direct in Aba Area International Market. We are here live and direct for the illegal release of Nnamdi Kanu. This is Masimano Bonina reporting live for ultimate viewers. Please share this video live. Share this video live.
Finally, the protest thwarted for March 12 has started, and we've seen tension in Aso Rock. The Biafrans are much happy and they are saying no going back as regards this protest, and they are happily protesting on behalf of their freedom, their independence, and most importantly the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu. It says our time Nigeria government finally allowed them see the way from Nigeria. What's your take as regards people up Southeast now in massive jubilation?
Yes, the situation in the Southeast currently now, as you can see on this video that has been going on, it's a voluntary protest. You have the right to join, you have no right to join. This is a peaceful protest. It's allowed according to law. People should decide what they actually want. This is not a matter of IPOB, because once you attach IPOB to it, the federal government would deploy, thousands and millions of troops to go and shoot people. But these are concerned, Igbo citizens, not only Igbo citizens. It cuts across the Igbo alone. People who see the injustice that was done on that day, on the 20th November 2025, where Omotosho, sentenced Nnamdi Kanu in a controversial judgment that is not being accepted by the international community, or even most Nigerians does not see reason why. But let us see that it is politically motivated, tailored, powered by the Fulani jihadist politicians in Aso Rock. That is clearly what it is all about. Just like what Gumi actually said, that Bola Tinubu, the government, APC, and the rest of them know the houses of these terrorists. They know how these terrorists operate. They are friends. They partner together. They share whatever they have in common. That is Gumi talking about. Nigerian government knows about the password of this. So it calls for a people are calling for that this is a clear injustice. I think this is the first time I see a well cut out, voluntary, protest about Nigeria getting involved in a judgment that many Nigerians, both within and outside the country, have actually condemned. It's taking place from Middlebelt City, Abia State, precisely where the protest is kicking off. In solidarity of Nnamdi Kanu, who a lot of people, both within and the international community, see as someone who does not actually deserve, that kind of judgment that was, passed by Omotosho and APC government under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Quite disturbing, but the people have taken it upon them. I think very clearly they are not going to talk about. You can see it on the background. This is not a matter of IPOB. IPOB structure is not involved in this protest, and I can tell you, these are people, concerned citizens, Nigerians, who are showing a clear-cut solidarity, calling on the international community, world leaders, world powers, EU, AU, to look into that controversial judgment that has no basis, that has no standing point of that proclamation, on that day. I think it was an attack on the Igbo nation. It was an attack on the peaceful eastern Nigeria over what happened to Nnamdi Kanu. And the people have come out today to call the world attention, for them to look at what Nnamdi Kanu is going through. Yes, there are nothing to hide in this place. They have decided to do it in their own way, and it is quite commendable. Though IPOB might likely, from what you're hearing, distance themselves from anything that has gone to the point where it was being structured that there are going to be millions of people, from Eastern extraction, marching on the street of Enyimba City, calling the world attention to the pride of Biafra. And if you look at, we want to interpret what is actually going on, and you can see the peaceful protest on the video. People are already, on the march, and this is a sign of also, calling for the world to give recognition to Biafran sovereignty, calling on the United States government, calling on the AU, calling on the ECOWAS, calling on the European Union, and calling on, world leaders to recognize Biafra as a nation, as a sovereignty. And that is what it's all about. Is solidarity for a man who championed the cause of liberty in Africa. And there's no two ways about it. Nnamdi Kanu has become, a reference point all over the world today, because of his steadfastness, or because he was focused, and because of, the reality of development and things happening currently in Nigeria today. We are hearing it, we are seeing it, army barracks, police barracks, civilians are being attacked on daily basis, without government having anything to say about it. And the only way out of this, that people don't want to get themselves involved in something that has become as deep and controversial, the way the jihadists, Hamas, ISWAP, ISIS, Hezbollah, who are already, developing themselves, gathering strength in Nigeria. You can see the level of attacks for some time. It has been consistent. It has been very severe and deep, and that is what Nnamdi Kanu called all the leaders of this country, both past and present, are informing them, giving them reawakening and consciousness that Nigeria is in a danger of total breakup. But unfortunately, whether they understand the Nnamdi Kanu's message or not, they deem it fit that they must do that kind of judgment on Nnamdi Kanu, and the world is saying no to it. Right there, you can see people are already marching in their different colors, in their different orientation. You can see the placards everywhere, saying very clearly, the world should recognize Biafra. Recognize Biafra now for the safety of Christians in Nigeria. Recognize Biafra now for the safety of black nation. Recognize Biafra now for the sake of the black people, black Africa. Recognize Biafra now. And that is the message. The message has been there since 1967 or more than that till this moment. It has not changed a bit. And it is time for people to look into that direction, that Nnamdi Kanu need to be granted unconditional release, given the way Amona government is throwing red carpet on thousands of insurgents, Boko Haram, ISWAP, bandits, jihadists that have been killing Christians on daily basis. Government is paying them billions of naira. Nobody is being arrested. Nobody is being executed. But in the night, they go to their respective houses and pay them homage, align with them on a clear court. For I don't want to believe any notary in this regard, whether they are pretending the choice of words, using diplomatic words to pen down. But the reality on ground, that history over time has shown that they are very strategic people and they are very patient people. I'm talking about the Fulanis, continue to push and continue to strategize on how to take over Nigeria possibly, it become very clear that everybody is under Sharia law, everybody is under Islamization, everybody, because we are seeing for some time that have become very significant since APC power came into power is that the Fulani has taken over the government of Nigeria as of this moment. And there's no how. It will be very, very difficult for us to, begin to see how we are going to, bring down, either by omission, whichever means, kinetic or non-kinetic means, to bring down these people without taking down the entire Fulani politicians in Asurok. If that is not going to be possible, then it is clear that the only option is what Nnamdi Kanu is advocating for. And the reason why the same people, the same government, the same Fulani people in the government saw Nnamdi Kanu as a threat, somebody who stands against Islamization of Nigeria, then Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who people believe, I personally believe, he is purely pro-North, just like what Gumi said about him recently, now sentence him to life imprisonment. It gives nobody any hope of one Nigeria. That sentence gives nobody hope of one Nigeria. But you can see ever since that judgment was passed on Nnamdi Kanu, there are several mysterious events that have taken place. Now the whole world is questioning the rationale. This thing has thrown open a kind of questions that Nigeria has never been able to answer, or they're trying mostly at every point in time to cover up these atrocities and this killing. But unfortunately, the international community has got hold of it. It is no longer a hidden thing that Nigeria is under jihadist Islamic threat, especially the Igbo people. And they are saying it very clearly, except something is being done. See, anybody that is saying that he depends on the politicians that were being planted by the oligarchy in the southeast to deliver the masses. No, what the people are looking at, what is the masses? What is the thought of the masses? What is the masses going to do? Because, they are the direct target of this killing. And that is why the whole world is uniting and looking at the Nigeria issue. We are coming for the rescue. I don't want to take you back to the history part, but I just want to give you a clear-cut agenda of the mission and vision of this protest. It clearly shows that, Nnamdi Kanu is not what they thought he is. There are people who are seeing it from different angle, different perspective, not only in Nigeria here, but outside Nigeria. In all over the world, let's talk about maybe close to 60 countries of the world. There's nowhere you cannot see an IPOB. And we have not had any record where IPOB carried out any suicide mission or begin to unalive people in their respective countries. It has never happened. Then how suddenly the Nigerian government suddenly tagged Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist? The IPOB is never mentioned a terrorist in anywhere in the world except in Nigeria. So that tells you that it was the Fulani government that in synergy or in collaboration with whoever APC or whatever they call themselves at the end of the day carried out that unfortunate issue. But I can tell you it has become a blessing in disguise.
Okay, but we've seen, just like I said, tension in Asurok as this protest is ongoing. They've called for emergency meeting, and at the same time we've seen what is currently trending online. The Yorubas, the Middlebelt, are in support of this protest. They said Nnamdi Kanu must be a free man and he must release unconditional. At the same time, what do you think is going through the Southeast leaders currently as this protest is going on?
No, I think Nigeria has misfired on the number of cases concerning how they deal with the real threat against Nigeria state. And people have been seeing it that this is just witch hunting. This is clear victimization. And while that you are seeing the Middlebelters coming in. And remember before now, Middlebelt leaders have actually paid Nnamdi Kanu visit before now. We are seeing some people from also the southwest joining the protest, but the entire south and southeast are locked down in this process, and that is why there's so much tension in Aso Rock. And the more this thing continues, the more the Western media spreads, the agitation spread and begin to, put the Nigerian state in the public and global, scrutiny on. People are now asking, what is actually happening in Nigeria, and that is why they decided that they are going to embark on an emergency section to decide the kind of action they are going to take pertaining this protest. But whatever the action that's going to take, the deal has been done. The presence of the protest has been registered. There's a mark already there, which they cannot be able to eradicate. The question is, Nnamdi Kanu must not die in Sokoto prison, and everything that is going to happen under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They have been sending him, telling him, release Nnamdi Kanu. There's a signal. Maybe he's not getting the signal very clearly, until a superior force, begin to show the other card. I hope nobody complains, because we've not seen the Northerners protesting against the killings in the North. But when you see these people who are always double standard when it comes to what they should do, they singled Nnamdi Kanu and sentenced him to imprisonment. That's what gives them joy. That's what to them, yes, the person who are revealing our secret agenda about Nigeria has been caught and been sentenced. But the people who believe in the cause of Biafra, in the cause of Nnamdi Kanu, has continued to question the rationale, and that is why you are continuously seeing this solidarity happening on daily basis concerning Nnamdi Kanu. It's not only in Nigeria, we are seeing this thing taking place in respective countries of the world today, and people are saying now it was a clear-cut justice, and that justice should be seen to be done to Nnamdi Kanu. It's time for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, yes, because he have enough time to retrieve his steps and do the needful, and leave Omotosho out of this. Even while the case is going to the appeal, there has been a lot of voices, pressure to do the needful before everything goes out of hand. But whatever happens, Nigeria is at the edge of total balkanization. A nation is going to emerge. There's going to be whether you like it or not, people are already seeing Biafra as a nation where they are going to be safe at the end of the day. Possibly leave the northern extraction and for them to go and implement and run their Sharia and run their government the way they want. If actually what they are looking for is all about caliphate and a Fulani state or republic, as you were, that is left for them. But I think to an extent, the American government are taking note of this development. You understand? The protest is not about IPOB, it's voluntary. Anybody can join Middlebelt, anywhere from any part of the country, you can see, so that you will not say it is an IPOB. Then, before you know it, they will deploy, thousands of armed military men to the venue and begin to kill people. This is a voluntary, and the Nigerians have the right to protest over any issue they do not have. They are not comfortable with.
Thank you.